internet friends, it's me again, Gayatri, and I am back with my second YouTube video. Do you guys like my cup, by the way? Oh yeah, and I realize now that it's really echoey. I can't talk. Echoey. And the reason for that is because I'm standing in my kitchen and I've closed this door, which is like into my bedroom. I live in a studio apartment, so literally my kitchen and my hallway is the same room, and then in here is like my, bedroom, dining area, whatever you want to call it, living room. But that's besides the point. So, do you guys like my cup? I don't know if I asked you, but whatever. Anyways, so today is a very, very special day. It is Thursday, the 8th of March, 2018, and which means that today is International Women's Day. So, yay to all the women out there. Okay. Anyway, so I'm coming at you today with a video about meditation, and I wanted to talk to you about my own specific experiences on meditation, and why I meditate. Has meditation helped me? Has it not helped me? I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that. So, and I probably will go into another I will probably make another video in the future where I talk more in detail about my meditation routine, because I use a specific app. I actually don't use Headspace. I know a lot of people use Headspace. A lot of people like Headspace. I've personally never tried it, so I can't say whether I like it or not, but I'm sure it's a great app nonetheless. Anyway, so I meditate every single day. I'm the kind of person who I like to do guided meditations. So there's a person who, is talking in the background, and I'm listening to that, and I focus on that. And I know there's so many different opinions on this. Some people think that, guided meditations don't work, but like for me it really works. I have been doing this for so long now that I can just instantly get into a meditative state, and it just has done so much for me. I'm not the kind of person who could just sit down and just meditate like that. I'm way too restless for that. So yeah, I use a guided meditation app, and I have different meditations that I have like bookmarked in my meditation app profile, and they're all for different things. So there's for anxiety, there's for manifesting abundance, or just manifesting, your dream life, or for stress, or for, if you can't sleep, there's for depression, self-love, self-esteem, like everything. So I meditate every single day. I always meditate in the morning. Like the first thing I do before I even get out of bed, I meditate. And I always lie in bed and meditate. I listen to whatever meditation I've chosen for that morning. I have a few different morning meditations, and I would say that I do listen to most of them, but there's probably like 2 or 3 that I rotate between every single morning. Those are the 2 or 3 that I use every single day. But obviously not all of them at the same time, but like some mornings I use this one, some mornings I use that one, and when I film my video on my meditation routine, I will go into exactly which meditations I use. And I used to be one of those people who, when I was younger, I was introduced to this whole mindfulness thing when I was in high school, and I used to think that, it's such bullshit, like it's such BS. But for me, meditation has completely transformed my life. Like, I just feel so much more calm, so much more serene. I feel so much more in touch with myself and with my emotions and my inner being, and that might sound really cheesy to some people, but honestly, meditation is incredible. Like, it's completely transformed my life. That being said, of course, like, no matter how much you meditate, you're never going to be able to completely eliminate things like anxiety, because that's just a part of being a human. Like, we can't do that. Actually, this week I've been struggling more with anxiety than I have in a very, very long time, and it's been to the point where certain days actually have struggled just getting out of bed. So it's not completely gone from my life, and it never will be, obviously, because I'm a person, I'm a human being, but it has reduced significantly. And before, when I used to get these crazy anxiety attacks, I used to take my anxiety pills, and I would almost always overdose on this medication. Like, not on purpose, I would just do it because my anxiety was so strong, and I would need a fix like that. Like, I just couldn't handle my own anxiety, and I would just overdose, and crazy things would happen. And maybe I'll talk about that in another video as well. We'll see. Excuse me, that was a hiccup, by the way. Where was I? Oh yeah, so it has largely reduced my anxiety, and also for a person like me who has a lot of mental issues. I have struggled so much with panic attacks, especially in my romantic relationships, which has been very, very difficult. Very, very difficult. I now have not experienced a panic attack, like a real, proper, hyperventilating, crying, hysterically panic attack, and I would say a very long time. I can't even remember, like maybe 6 months, which for me is a long time, because I used to have severe panic attacks, I'm not even joking, like 4 times a week. 4 times a week, I would have the most crazy panic attacks where I was like hyperventilating, I was crying, I was just panicking. And I still have triggers, obviously, like I still have so many triggers, but it's something that I'm trying to work on a lot, and meditation has just completely helped me to, be in touch with myself. I feel so much more strong and secure in myself. I feel like I don't need to rely on other people anymore to, feel good, or to feel valued, or to feel like I'm worthy. Like, I can do all of... I'm spilling my coffee all over the floor. Oh shoot, this is embarrassing. I got so into the video. Anyways, I just need to check that this is just still filming. Like, yeah, it is. Okay. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I used to have like severe panic attacks 4 times a week, which is not normal. Like, it's just not normal. I can't even explain to you what that was like, but it was awful. It was terrible. And now with meditation, like I was saying, I just feel so much, like I said, I feel so much more in touch with myself, and I'm so much more checked into my own emotions, and I'm so much more aware. Like, I'm still completely addicted to like my phone and the internet and social media. It doesn't really help that that's also my job. But I'm totally hooked on that, like on an unhealthy level, and I'm totally aware of that, but I'm also so much more checked into myself, and I'm so much more aware of my surroundings. I'm so much more aware of other people, and I feel like I'm so much better at like picking up energy and vibes from other people around me. Like, I can so much easier sense if something is bothering someone, like if they seem off, or like I just feel like all of my senses have just heightened. My awareness is heightened, my patience is heightened. Like, I've always been an incredibly patient person, but that comes from working with kids, by the way. But now I'm like even more patient, and I feel like there's very, very little that could break me today. Like, you would really have to cross a lot of boundaries to, like, break my patience. And yeah, I said I'm so much more secure in myself. Like, I don't need validation from other people. Of course, I still, like, I actually enjoy spending time with myself now. Like, I enjoy just sitting at home by myself, watching Netflix, eating popcorn. You know, I just love it. And I used to hate it. Like, I used to hate it. I just couldn't deal with being by myself. And now it's one of my favorite things to do. Like, that being said, of course, I still love spending time with my family. I still love spending time with my friends and, like, all my other loved ones. Like, of course, I love that. But I just feel I just love being at home. And I just love, like, being by myself. I just, you know, I don't know. It's just so difficult to explain. And this video is probably all over the place. But to summarize, how has meditation helped me? It has significantly reduced my anxiety. It has improved my self-worth, my self-love, all of that stuff, my self-esteem, my self-confidence. I'm more aware. I'm much more calm and serene, and I don't, like, panic or stress over the small things anymore. And like I said earlier, of course, I still have anxiety. I do. And that's never going to disappear. But I'm okay with that. Like, my whole entire outlook in terms of anxiety is so different now. Like, before, when I was anxious, I would, like, try to reject it and would be like, oh my god, this feels so bad, which would makes me feel like 100 times worse. And then I would take my medication and I would feel so much worse. Like, my anxiety would be gone, but I would just, like, you know, I just wouldn't be here. I wouldn't be present. I would be, like, high, I guess you could say. And now I'm like, okay, this sucks, and, you know, this too shall pass. Emotionally, right now, I'm not entirely where I want to be. Like I said, I have been struggling a little bit more this week, but you know what? That's okay. We're going to roll with it. I've told myself that I will give myself preferably until tomorrow, which is Friday. But if not, then, you know what, Monday is a new week, which is probably when you're going to see this. Monday is a new week, and from Monday onwards, I'm going to be up here. I'm going to be more grateful, less anxious. I'm just going to focus more on myself. And right now, I'm just going to let whatever feeling I have exist. Like, I'm just going to let it be there, whether it's anxiety, whether I feel sad, whether I feel lonely, which I've been feeling all of those things throughout this entire week. I don't know if it's PMS, though. Maybe it is PMS, but whatever. I've just been feeling those things, and from Monday onwards, I'm just going to be like, you know what? I'm good. I got this. I can create whatever life I want, and I will. So that's been my experience with meditation, and I have now, today actually, meditated for 60 days consecutively. So I've meditated for 60 days in a row. I probably started meditating about a month ago. Oh, not a month ago, a year ago. And then I kept it up for a few weeks, and then I fell out of it, and then I started again, and then I fell out of it, and now I've, like, been consistently doing it for 2 months, and I want to keep doing it. And I actually do sometimes do several meditation sessions in one day, depending on, like, how high my anxiety is. So if I have higher anxiety one day, I could totally meditate more times. In fact, in one day, I think the most I meditated in one day was probably, like, 5 or 6 times. I mean, I do shorter sessions, you know, I do maybe, like, 5 minutes, or between, I would say, 5 minutes to 30 minutes, like, each session. So I don't do, like, 6 one-hour sessions in one day. Like, obviously that's not really realistic, but yeah, that's what I do. And if you have any questions or comments or concerns about meditation, please leave it in the comment section, and I would really appreciate it if you wanted to subscribe and thumbs up, and all of that good stuff. And yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Bye!